Hello, welcome to Dave's Skillet. Today's menu, chili. Dave's chili. Oh yes, I give some light on this subject here. Oh, there we go. That's better. Gonna make some chili today with steak pieces. They're so good. It goes good with corn chips. Oh. Goes good with saltine crackers too. Oh man. That meat is so tender. It is just coming apart. Oh. Okay. Let's go see how I did it. Okay, this is my spice packet that I'm putting together for the chili. Got a cinnamon stick in here. That's for starters. And for this, we're going to need 2 ounces I put that on there so it zeroes the weight out. Then I just pour in 2 ounces. Oops. Well, that's not 2 ounces. There's 1 ounce. Close. 1.9 and 2 ounces. That's all I need. Right now, that goes in there. That goes in the sink. I found this stuff. If you don't want to use cayenne pepper, that's okay. Just leave it out because this is where we make it hot. As for what I'm going to add, I'm going to add a tapatio. I found those the other day, so I'll use a sachet of that. Should be about the same amount of how much I would use with the other anyway, so I'm going to use a tablespoon, or not a tablespoon, teaspoon. I can't read it. Teaspoon, right, of each of these ingredients. Garlic powders first. I found this spoon that actually fits these bottles perfectly. The rest of mine that I have don't fit, so this one does it, as long as I'm going with a teaspoon. That's the onion powder. The other was the garlic. This is the paprika, smoked, Spanish. I think I'm going to put this in here so I don't spill myself. And it goes. And some black pepper. I'm also going to put some cracked pepper in there as well. And we got some Mexican oregano. It goes right in. Some cumin. This is going to get a bit more. I'm going to put 2 of these in there. There we go. Crushed red peppers. Same. Going to put 2 of those in. You can put one, but I would recommend that you at least put 1 teaspoon. And that's almost it. I got to put the cracked pepper in there. There it is. And that goes. Kosher salt, gonna measure that. It's gonna get 2 of them. I may put a few pinches in after it started to cook, but for now, it's gonna get 2 of them. Right. And that is how we do it. This will all go in the pot as soon as I get everything going. Okay, we'll be right back. I gotta clean this mess all up. Hello. Okay, Dave's Chili. What to do? Well, first I put 3 strips of thick cut bacon, Farmer John's, my fave, and about a half a tablespoon of my famous oil, olive and canola. I need about, not much, just a sprinkle of this kosher salt on the meat. This will be, oh, so good. USDA choice. Yeah. That is going to be really good. I've made it this way before. And wowzer. I put the heat on 4. And I need a bit of pepper on that as well. Get that on there. I'll explain my spice packet in a minute. Alright. This is my spice packet. I made that up last night, so I wouldn't have to be bothered with it today. We're going to have crushed red peppers in it, black pepper, ground garlic powder, paprika. This is the Spanish smoked. Cumin, Mexican oregano, onion powder, cracked pepper, kosher salt, and what's it, 2.0 ounces. I think that's a half a cup of chili powder. And we're going to put in tomato sauce, just a short tin, 8 ounce. I think that's 8 ounces. Yeah, 8 ounces. That's the chili powder I used. Use whatever brand you got, whatever you like. Today's beans are going to be red kidney beans. If I get it from the dollar shop, it's good to go. Okay, and I'll use 1 beef cube when I add the water, which is going to be about 2 cups of water, and 1 of these beef cubes. These are Knorr brand, by the way. And as soon as this bacon starts to cook up a bit, I'm going to drain the oil out of the pot because I don't want all that bacon oil in there. I'm not going to clean the pot because I want the bacon flavor in there when I put the meat in here, the steak, because I'm going to saute the meat just a bit. Not saute it, but cook it up a bit. Oh gosh, I need a bit more pepper on that steak. And I need some more light. There we go. That way I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Okay, that's enough. Put a little bit in here on the bacon. Gonna really have to cook the bacon up. Not quite incinerated, but nearly. I'm using 2 onions today, yellow, about this size here, medium onion, yellow. The second onion is going to be at the end as a garnishment. And the first onion, obviously, will go in the pot. As soon as the bacon's done, and I put the steak in, and I get a sear on the steak, then I will add the onion to it, and the rest of the veggies. This is going to be a bit on the warm side, because I got some hot chilies in there. Quite a few. I hope I didn't put too many. I got some bell pepper and some mushrooms. That's about a half of a bell pepper chopped up. And about, 2/3 of a cup of mushroom. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. What did I put? I got it. There. I'll be adding Swanson's beef broth. Just 50% less sodium. And I'll be using diced tomatoes with green chillis. Put them where I can see them. I'm also going to throw some olives in there. I have to chop these up because they're frozen a bit. Not too many, just enough for flavor. Really got away from me. And we'll be right back while that's cooking. Okay, I've got the bacon removed. Now I put it right here in this dish. You see it's not completely incinerated. It is done. And now we're going to put the steak in here. I don't think I need any oil in there because the bacon left a lot of grease. I got most of it out, but there's still enough in there to play with it. I was worried I wouldn't have enough steak pieces, but actually, I think that's plenty. I was considering adding, if I needed to, a tin of this stuff, but I don't think it'll be necessary. Although this is some good meat and it's tender, but I would be forced to put it in toward the end, which I didn't really want to do. So we'll get this cooked up, and then again I'll have to remove it from the pot and put it aside so I can do the onions, and then throw it back in. And then I'll also put in the bacon back in the pot. When I add the liquid, then I'll add, just ahead of it, these vegetables here. I want to put a little bit of a pan cook on them, excuse me, but not too much to overdo it. And then the spice will go in when I put the meat in the second time. I'm going to move this to number 5 on the hob. And I guess I'll take the time to open these tins up that I'm going to use. And I got to drain the beans because I don't want the water from the beans because that's kind of not so nice. So I'm going to drain that out and put that in a dish and have it at the ready. In fact, I'll go ahead and just probably put it in there, I guess. No, I'll put it in the one with the bacon eventually, once I get that out of there. Yeah. Stir this around. It's a good sear on all sides. This is going to cook for a couple of hours because I want the beef to be like really super tendy. Tendy. Break apart in your mouth. I'll talk. I'll get it out of my mouth eventually. I've had a long day. I went out and got supplies. Did my shopping. Didn't get back until 3 p.m. Wow. That's a day. Got all the deals, all the bargains. Got some eggs for 69 cents at Jewel Osco. Thank you very much, Jewel. Now I can make some pancakes or French toast. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, time to get the meat out of here for now. That's seared up rather well. Let's drop the onions in there. Drain the beans. And I get a little bottle of water. And another one of these guys out. I'm going to need 2 of them. As soon as the onions turn translucent, I'll put the rest of the veg in there. Beans will go a little bit later, once I get all the juices going. I almost put that with the beef. My head's away. I'm going to throw in 2 tablespoons of butter. That's going to really help the beef when I throw the beef back in here. Oh, that's right. Let's put the beef back in here. And the bacon. Give that a good stir. That's looking good. Gonna lower this down a minute. Gotta add the garlic. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but yeah, gotta have garlic. A large teaspoon of it. Yeah, about like that. That'll do it. Give it a good stir. Don't want to burn the garlic. And we'll lower this down to 3. Going to add these in now. Give that a bit of a stir. I know the meat's not fully cooked, but that is part of my plan, you see. Once we get this thing rolling, the water, liquid, will cook the meat. And it'll make it so tender. Melt in your mouth, tender. Extremely worth it. Go ahead and add my tomatoes and the water. And you see it coming up now. I may have to add another water to this. I'm playing that part by ear. And go bullion cubes and the spice. This is going to give it everything. That's it. Give that a good stir. Talking of spices, I saw something today, and I got it from the Dollar Tree. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, what? Okay, I'll buy that. I bought 2 packets of Tapatio. And they're in sachets like this. I had to get that. That's, wow, never saw that. That's like having your favorite hot sauce, nothing like it. In a sachet, you can take it with you anywhere. Take it to work. Take it on a picnic. Take it camping. That's just totally awesome. Yeah, I think I need another cup of water in here. It's not quite going to be enough. So, get another water. Pour in half of this. I'll drink the other half. I love this water so much. A little bit more. Here we go. It's got a good flavor. It really enhances what you're doing. I don't like using sink water for this job. So now I'm going to up the temperature to 4. 4.5. Throw in my beans. Bring this to a simmer. And then I'll lower it back down to low and let it cook for about an hour. See how it's going. Take a sample of it. And then probably give it another hour. Kind of playing that part by ear. So yeah. Put the lid on it. Just leave a crack for ventilation so it doesn't boil the liquid out of it. I thought about putting hamburger in there today. I had all kinds of thoughts in my head. How am I going to do this? And I finally just went, I saw the steak pieces. They were such a reasonable price. I just decided, you know what? I've not done it that way in so long. It's time. And I got a tomato I'm going to throw in there. I'm going to dice this up. Just a small little onion, or tomato. I'm going to dice that up and throw that into the pot. Should be pretty good. And we'll be right back. Okay, I've added the 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. I didn't show it, sorry, but I went ahead and added that already. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I'll show you doing that. Using the tube variety. I like this stuff. That way I don't have to open up a whole can of it when I only want a bit of it. Yeah. Perfect. You just put the cap back on it and put it in the fridge. I use enough of it to not have to worry about it going off on me, so yeah. I'm also going to add some maize flour, about 1/3 of a cup, just to thicken this up a bit. I'm not going to add it just yet because I want to get this to a simmer first. But I've got that right here. I've got the tomato already chopped up, but I'm not going to add that until a little bit later. I don't want it to disappear in the pot and turn to nothingness. So I'll hold off on that until almost the end, actually. And then we'll put the lid back on. It's on number 4. I'm going to give it 4.5. And we'll be back. Okay, we're going to bring this down to about number 2. Got a nice boil going on here. I gave it about 10 minutes. I figured that'd be enough time for it to get up to speed here. I'm going to add the maize flour. This is the same flour used to make tortillas. You can find it in most grocery stores. It's lumping on me and curdling a bit, but by the time this is done, that'll all be done. It won't take long for it to blend in, and we will let it do just that. I'm using the back side of my knife so I don't cut my wooden spoon to pieces. Just in case you were wondering. Here we go. Now, this is going to be the long process. I'm going to give this an hour now on the timer. 55 minutes, be close enough to an hour. It's already been going for 10 minutes anyway, so it'll start to slow down. I think the boil will actually quit. It's actually thickening up right now too. So yeah, we're getting there. I'm going to give this a mess. Give this a taste. See where I'm at. Oh yeah, that's going to be spicy. Hot and spicy. Not too terrible, but I can feel it. But it's just the level I like it at. If you don't like the cayenne, don't add the cayenne to the list of ingredients that I'll be listing. Below the video I'll have the all the ingredients listed, so if you don't like it spicy, you can always leave that part out. Or just put half of the amount that I'll have listed. Won't be too terrible. At the worst, you can always use one of those Carol's chili kits. If you don't want to do it the way that I did it, by making your own sauce from scratch. They do have kits available you can get. I prefer making my own, but yeah, they do have them. That's a bit of a cheat code. There you go. And they are good. I don't think they're as good as mine, but yeah, they're alright. Yeah, that is starting to thicken up now. Sweet. Oh yeah, that's really good. I can taste everything. Even the mushrooms have their own distinct flavor. I can taste those. I think I'm going to drop this down to low, actually. I was hoping it would stop boiling, but yeah. It's hard to judge with electric. If it was gas, yeah, but this is hard to do with electric and cast iron. Because once the cast iron gets to a certain temp, it takes a long time for it to roll down. And I don't want to add liquid to it because that'll thin the mix. Yeah, that's good. Okay, yeah. Put it on low. It's just a little bubbly. That's okay. I don't think I need to put the lid on it because I don't want it to boil crazily. I think I could add just a drop more. Pepper. I know, crazy, huh? That's out. Oh. Huh. I grabbed the wrong one. I go through these things all the time. 2, 3 a month. Oh. Okay, I'll just stir that in. I'm a pepperaholic. I'm addicted to pepper. Oh yeah, that's sweet. Oh yeah. Very nice. Well, I'll be back in an hour. I'll probably clean up my dishes in the sink. I got a lot of pans in there, pots, bowls to take care of. So I will do that. Oops. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. The dinger is gone. I had to move this pot to the back because I just couldn't regulate the temperature that I wanted. So I put it on a small burner and I got the result I wanted. So, meanwhile, it's time for the tomatoes to go in there. Cleaned up my mess. My kitchen is back in order. So that's good. Oh yeah. Now, take a sample of that. See where I got it. I'm going to test one of these pieces of meat. I don't want a really big one. That one there will do just fine. I think I need a plate. Whoa! Okay. That's good. Oh, yeah. I would say it needs another hour, but wow. The meat's cooked all the way through, so that's not a problem. So I'm going to give this another hour, and we'll be back. I bought some crackers today. I didn't have any saltines. And I looked at the price of them and I was like, oh my gosh, $3.29 for Premium's saltine crackers from Nabisco, which was really my favorite brand at one time. I bought these, 89 cents. It's a store brand of where I shop at Food for Less. And I was like, you know what? I went to the Dollar Tree. They had a box for half of that size for $1, obviously. But yeah, these are every bit as good as the other saltines made by Nabisco. The only thing is, Nabisco moved to Mexico. Not too happy about that, by the way. We lost 600 jobs in Chicago because of that asinine move they made. I hope Trump punishes them severely. Anyway, that's my opinion. I'm going to stick to it. Oh, yeah. I don't think I need a spoon. I'll just use a cracker. Damn. That was good. I'm just going to let that continue to cook on low in the back. That really is looking good. I'll give it another hour and we'll revisit this. Just like that. And I'll be back. Okay, the hour is up. Take another look at this. I recommend stirring this every 30 minutes. Because you don't want it to stick onto the bottom. You don't want that going on. Off camera, I've been stirring this every 30 minutes, so I know I haven't said it, but I think it's important to do that. It's there, but I want that meat even tender. So I'm going to give it another hour. And we'll be back. But I think what I'm going to do on this last hour, I'm going to cover it, turn the stove off, it's a bit wet, so I'll just wipe that down so it doesn't drool everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and close it tight because I've turned it off. That's not going to be a real problem. And the last hour, that should take care of it. There. It's hot enough where the cast iron itself is going to finish the job. So it doesn't really need to keep, I don't need to keep the heat on it steady. So we'll be back. Well, it's time to plate this up. Ooh, that's hot. It is looking and smelling like chili. Now, if you didn't want to wait this long, if you wanted your chili quicker, I would recommend using hamburger instead of steak. That will shorten the time greatly, down to 45 minutes instead of letting it cook basically all day, because that's what it requires. I love the cheese on it. This is optional. If you don't like cheese or whatever, or you like a different type of cheese, this is a Mexican blend. You could use whatever cheese you like. That part is up to you. Put that back on to speed up the process of melting the cheese. A little bit of this on it for my garnish, because I like it with onion. Yeah. I'm going to put the rest of this onion right on up. Of these guys. Gotta have a garnishment to make it complete. That's just me. I gotta wash these off. There you go. Cilantro. Some people use other things, but for me, that one there is the way to go. And you put a cracker there, and a cracker there. Way to go. I hope you make this. If you do, I hope you put a comment in the comment section below. Let me know if you went with the steak or if you went with the hamburger. Hamburger is okay. Not a real problem, but I prefer the steak once in a while. Probably the next time I make it, I'll use hamburger because it was a long wait and I kind of was getting hungry waiting. But it's well worth it. And I gotta put a little bit of this on it because that's just me. Tapatio. I could use those packets I got, but I'm gonna do this. There we go. And that is that. That should be just about melted, I think. Oh yeah, now that's lovely. Yeah, a few more minutes and that'll be melted. I have to take a picture of this for the record. Bon appetit, enjoy.